Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to remove and change the CV boots on the left side of your L400 Delica. It's a lot harder than the right side. Got that right? Yep, right side. The right side is a piece of piss, the left side is an arse of a job to do. So be prepared to get messy, have lots of rags, wear overalls, and yeah. It'd probably take you about 4 hours, maybe 6 hours, but just depends how good you are at it, I guess. It took me about 3-4 hours, so yeah. Alright, let's get started. So what you first got to do is remove the wheel. I've got a custom, like aftermarket wheel, so just remove your wheel, jack it up, that sort of thing. Whack it on axle stands, and then we'll go ahead and remove the brake caliper. After that, got to do a hell of a load of stuff. So yeah, just watch. Alrighty, I've removed the brake caliper. That just comes off with 2 bolts behind here. Now you can remove this assembly here if you want to protect those rubber boots there, but I'm just going to be careful instead, because I can't really be bothered cracking more bolts than I need to. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that on, but yeah, you can remove this assembly if you want to. If you think you might rip these rubber boots, because you have to replace those if you rip them. These little bolts that hold the caliper on also work as slides, so you'll have to re-grease that once you put it back in. Now, I have to pop these ball joints here, this steering ball joint. I have to pop the lower ball joint and the top ball joint. Now, popping the ball joints off is a lot easier said than done. I have a ball joint separator, this little sort of clamp wedge type one, and it doesn't work very well. I tried doing it, but it just doesn't work. It's held on there too much. The clamp type is probably better, but again, we still probably have troubles with that. So what I'm going to do instead is, I've read on the net, and this guy's done it, and he said it worked pretty well. Mark where your thread is on the joint. I've just done it with tape, so you can see it's right up there. Then I'm just going to undo this nut here and take this ball joint off. So then I won't have to split any ball joints, I'll just undo it at that. And then I can tighten it back up to where the tape is, and I can't go anywhere past the tape, otherwise it'll start shredding the tape, so I know when I'm there. So that should work pretty well. If not, then I'll just have to go to the tyre shop and get a wheel alignment afterwards, but you know, it's not much. So yeah, I'm just going to get started on that now. Alrighty, now we need to take this steering joint off. Now, I tried using a ball joint separator tool, but it just wouldn't work, and it damages the rubber as well, so it's not very good. So what my dad came up with is, what you do is, you get a block of wood on top, you undo the nut so it's sitting flush with this, put a block of wood on top, and get a heavy ball peen hammer, or some sort of heavy gauge hammer, and give it a good whack, and that'll knock this whole assembly out, because basically what it is it's tapered inside here, and it's like a press fit, so a good knock will get it out, and a block of wood on there will not damage the thread, and then you can just undo this nut, and that'll recut the thread if it is a little bit damaged. And then once you've undone this, you might need to smack it up a little bit just so you can undo the nut, otherwise this whole assembly will turn inside. Put the nut in a safe place, and then it'll just drop out like so. And then for this one here, just undo these 3 here, and this will come out. On the bottom here, there's 4 bolts that hold this plate on, so undo those 4, undo those 3 there, and then this whole assembly will come out once you undo the clip behind the gator here. So that's how you do it without breaking any ball joints. It's a lot easier, and it's a lot better because you don't need any specialised tooling. So yeah. Alright, now we're just going to crack these bolts in here. So I've done these 2, so what you do is just get a 14mm spanner, put it on there, get one hand on here, one there, foot up there, just break it like that. They're not that tight, don't need any special impact wrench or anything like that. And once you undo these ones, this whole assembly should come out, and we're not going to fully undo them just yet, otherwise it's just going to drop on us. So I'll undo those bottom ones first, undo the clip behind the gator so I'm all prepared, and then just slowly undo these, support it underneath, and then this whole assembly will just pull out. So yeah. Okay, I've got a 17mm socket on a breaker bar here. So just about time. Jesus, they're tight. That's what I call tight. Bloody hell. Oh well. Oh, top of the nut. Moving now. Just moving there, so I need to lock that up. Moving that way. Just lock that against there, and then you can just crack it off. Piece of piss, eh? Alright, we've undone the bottom, we've almost undone the top. Now before you take all this whole thing off, by the way, we've supported this with the tyre, so if it falls it's not going to fall onto the ground. You need to take this ABS cable off, otherwise it's just going to, I don't know, it'll come off with it and it's not good. So unclip it all, these little clips here, and then just unclip the cable here. What you do is you just get a flathead screwdriver and push this little clip out. There's a little clip in there, you can just push it out and then just pull it down. Then we're just going to undo this little 10mm, I think it's 10mm or 12mm bolt here, and then just this will all come off with it. And we won't damage that cable, so do that now. And then we can do the final bolt there and take this whole assembly off. And it would appear it's E12. Okay, just take this last bolt out. This whole thing is just sitting on there. Put the bolts in a safe place. Now this whole assembly should come out. Just remember to just have to undo this gator clip here before I can take it all out, because it's held in by a bearing in there. So I've just got to cut off this boot here with some tin snips or something, and then there's a little C-clip or circlip sort of thing sitting inside the gator that you'll need to undo. You'll see it when you're in there. I might be able to show you once I get there, so yeah. That's it. There's a lot of weight on this thing. That's it. Just gotta undo this.